Hi, everyone. I'm Caroline Sinders. I'm an artist and researcher, and I spent the past 9 years focusing on online harassment, misinformation, disinformation, and political uses of social media. As a researcher, I've worked with organizations like the Harvard Kennedy School, the United Nations, the Mozilla Foundation, the Carter Center, and many others. My work has been funded by the Ford Foundation, the Knight Foundation, the Sloan Foundation, and Omidyar Network. I also run my own human rights lab called Convocation Research and Design and my own artist studio, Studio Sinders. The core of my work is art and research. Research feeds the art and art feeds the research. I believe deeply in the power of art to help translate research into something that feels actionable and understandable to audiences, and also more importantly, create new imaginaries and visualize new urgencies that people need to understand. Sometimes we can't reach an audience just with a white paper. But I believe in the importance of all those together. I write papers. I work with different policymakers and politicians. For example, I'm a fellow with the ICO here in the UK, that's the Information Commissioner's Office. I regularly work with the FTC in the United States, along with different senators and representatives. As I've mentioned, I'm a part of a group at the United Nations looking at data governance and children. One of the things I'm really interested in, because I'm a former photojournalist, is these things I'm calling truthiness. What is truth online? How is it manifested? There are aesthetic visuals related to that. For example, we're in an era where we're teaching people how to debunk. If you were wondering if this was a deep fake, you could look at things like my ear or my teeth and see how they're rendered in particular. You could run a program over this video. And we're looking at that to try to understand, well, when things feel real, are they real and how are they doctored? I'm interested in that even further when we look at influencers or creators online. For example, on YouTube, why are people sitting behind desks and imitating newscasters? It's a way to spread mis and disinfo and have it feel truthful. Or why do we look at or spread certain kinds of Instagram informationals, right? Clear graphics, really punchy copywriting, things that sort of hit us on a really deep emotional level. Misinformation gets spread into that, right? Or if we're thinking on TikTok, the explainer video where people will have a green screen with documents behind them, they're showing evidence. Even if that showing of evidence is false in a way, the documents are not quite accurate or they're misrepresenting them. But all of these aesthetics, I think, need to be really deeply researched and understood. And then I think for audiences to better understand them, move beyond a newspaper or move beyond an article and create effectively an artistic experiment and installation to understand what these elements are. As I said, I'm a former photojournalist, and I think a lot about what are the elements of truth.